morning. It is not morning anymore. It's 11:30, Sunday, March 1st. Cannot believe that. That is so insane. Spring is almost here, and it definitely feels like that in Florida. March 1st is basically the start of summer, so here we are. I normally don't come in on Sundays just because we have plans or things to do, but we didn't have anything to do. And we've just had the most restful weekend thus far that I was actually feeling rejuvenated and wanted to get started on some things so that tomorrow when I come in, I can come in a little later, enjoy my morning, and then have stuff ready and waiting for me to work on instead of starting from scratch tomorrow. So just gonna spend a few hours here and knock out some wedging. I wrote this down before I walked out on Friday or on Thursday. The rest of the things I need to make for my spring shop update, which is March 20th, and restocking the 2 shops that I sell in, which I'm also trying to do around the same time. And I think that's it. I've already finished the stuff for my first Wonky Tonk surprise, which if you haven't seen yet or heard, my my ceramic quarterly club, the signups are now open. I send a gift at the start of each season, so you get 4 gifts throughout the year. You can pay in full or pay for 1 surprise, 2 surprise, or 3 surprises, and pick which season you want them in. And it's up on my site right now if you want to join the club. And I'm really excited about those, and I'm glad that I started when I did because now they're all dried and ready to be fired. And now I get to finish stuff for the shop, which I'm hoping to fire by the end of this week. So I just have a couple tumblers, some mugs, and some hand building things to do. So I'm going to get started on that. Thank you for being here. Welcome to this vlog. Let's make some stuff. Hello. It is now 2 o'clock, and I just spent 2 hours making some Pop-Tart magnets like this little guy, some Starburst, some swirlies, two inside parts for my drawers, a mirror. I prepped 20 pieces of clay to throw tomorrow morning and kind of prepped my wheel, got rid of some shavings from trimming in there, and just kind of clearing it up a bit. So I feel very accomplished. I don't know what I was hoping for out of today, but I at least just wanted to set myself up a little bit for this week because I have my gallery event on Tuesday night, and I knew I didn't want to come in tomorrow morning and start doing what I did right now. So glad that I just took a couple hours to make that happen, and now I can go home and chill. I will see you tomorrow for throwing a bunch of tumblers, my last little session before I hopefully get everything in the kiln at the end of this week. My shop update is March 20th. I'm hoping to have everything in the kiln by March 10th, firing, and then have everything glazed and done by like March 15th, 16th. And that way I can have plenty of time to take photos, get the website ready, and make everything look cute. So yeah, I'm glad with how things are working out so far. Also, I just saw that I got a few more Wonky Tonk subscribers. If you joined, thank you so much. It means so much. I'm so excited. And even though it didn't like go as planned, I sent out my monthly newsletter, which I had advertised would be like where I'm allowing signups first, and then I did not unlock my shop. So people got into my shop and couldn't sign up because they didn't have the password to get in. Once I realized that, thankfully I did, I opened my shop and that changed some things. So I feel like I was initially bummed because the people that were interested, I'm sure it was very confusing and disheartening to see. But yeah, ugh, a silly mistake. But I know whoever is in the club now and will sign up in the future is supposed to be in the club. And I feel good about that. And again, I just want that piece to be a fun, playful activity. And I would love it if that's like what I have to spend a majority of my time doing. So yeah, please sign up if you're interested. I already have my summer idea planned and I'm so excited because I've been meaning to mess around with this, but I just haven't. So yeah, that's all I have to share right now. I'm gonna go home and chill on the couch. Thank you. If I haven't said that already. I'm just so thankful. Hello, good morning. I am here again. It's 9:30. I told myself as long as I'm at my wheel by 10, we're grooving. I made the unintentional goal last night of posting on Instagram every day this week, Monday to Friday. And so I think I'm going to sit here and work on that. Don't know why that idea came to mind. I think it was probably just because I really want to there's just a lot going on this week. The gallery is tomorrow, so I want to post about that since it's a local thing and a lot of people that follow me are local. 2 Wonky Tonk signups are open, so I want to let people know that too. And 3, it sounded like fun, and that normally does not sound like fun to me. So I'm just gonna ride that wave and see what happens. I thought it would be a good experiment, just to see if anything comes of it, and how I feel at the end. So I'm gonna sit here and do that and doodle and then get to my meal. One more done. Time for a lunch break. I'm going to attach some feet to these drawer bodies that I made. And I have the inside part. I think that's for the other one. And then call it a day. I threw 16 cups and 2 vases last minute that I just decided to play around with, and I'm really happy with that. Yeah, I've just been kind of enjoying the day to myself. I'll see you tomorrow for the gallery event and trimming those pieces if they're done and finishing up all these hand building things that I have. I have a mirror that I made too, and then I might make some more magnets. Good morning. It is now Tuesday. Gallery night is tonight, which feels insane. As you saw, I have a bunch of stuff over here that I want to finish before I call it quits in a few hours, just so I can have plenty of time to chill. I think I'm going to add a couple of handles and maybe do some carving / drawing, and then, yeah, trim everything. But so far, so good. Everything's probably ready to go right now. Some of them I somehow completely dried last night, which is crazy. I didn't tuck them in well enough. But thankfully I kind of did a good amount of trimming as I was throwing. So I just need to sand out the bottom, make sure it's nice and flat, but actually pleased with that. So that's kind of nice. One less thing to do. Yeah. That's the game plan. Let's do it. I'm so excited and so nervous for tonight. Gonna let this distract me. Everything is trimmed. I'm gonna eat my chia seed pudding here and then attach these handles, add these starbursts to one of my vases, and possibly do some carving. I might save that for tomorrow, but I at least want to get the handles and the things that need to be attached done so they can have a longer time to dry. It's already 12, hoping to leave here in an hour or so. And yeah, it's pretty gloomy, so I kind of just want to be on the couch too. Last night was so wonderful, overstimulating, and just really cool to have been in a room with all of these women who make wonderful things. The level of craftsmanship was unmatched. I am so inspired and impressed by so many of those pieces. The variety, the depth, it was crazy. We got there a little early. So glad the organizers were so great and just kind and appreciative of us for being a part of it. And so to have that little moment before it got really crowded and so busy, and which was awesome. I had so many friends show up, which was truly the highlight of the whole night. While they were giving a little speech explaining everything and thanking everybody, I turned around to see all of my friends lined up against the back wall. And just knowing that they were there for me and just to celebrate this cool thing. Yeah, very special, very honored to be so loved and have such good people in my life who I love so dearly. Yeah, that I went home after that and was truly so charged that I barely slept. But today, before we hopefully go back to the museum, or we might go tomorrow, I'm going to finish up some carving on these pieces, tidy up this cute little vase that I made yesterday, and then let things dry so that I can come probably tomorrow morning and pack everything up to take to the kiln. I think I'm gonna have to do a pretty long preheat because some of this stuff is still wet, but I think it's better for me to get it in the kiln now than wait any longer. And I think it will all survive since I'm not doing much handles, or the things with handles are pretty dry already. And today's stuff is just mainly carving. So That's today. I'm on cloud nine. That was so cool. And I'm grateful to be in a place where this kind of stuff is celebrated and went over so well that we might do it again. A different topic, possibly. We'll see, but I'm just glad to have uh, taken the opportunity to include myself in this aspect of the ceramics community because I don't think I would have on my own if I saw that they were looking for artists applied for it, not for any reason specifically, but to be approached and have it presented to me in a less formal setting, more casually, made it feel more real and comfortable for me. Because sometimes the art world and galleries and all that stuff can be very formal, and obviously wonky is not formal. So yeah, hard for me to put myself in those situations willingly. But I think this was a great opportunity for me to stretch myself, to learn something new, and to try something new and see what happens. And I'm glad that I did. I also have been sticking to my posting to Instagram every day goal. And again, just gonna see what happens with that. Who knows? But so far it hasn't been that insane. And I'm gonna keep it up at least till my shop update and maybe just let that be my new rhythm if I end up liking it. Just spending the couple weeks before my shop update kind of explaining what I'm doing and making, and then having the shop update and then ghosting until the next time. So I think I want to be better at being less extreme about things and finding just a better rhythm. And I think this could possibly be a better rhythm, but I'm open to that changing. And that is what I have for you right now. I'm going to get to it. So grateful. So grateful. Hello, good morning. It is Thursday, kind of my Friday in the studio because I work tomorrow, so I'm just finishing up some tasks for the week. I like to leave it kind of clean and fresh so that when I come back next week, I have a nice, lovely space to start with. So I got this clay to reclaim. I have the other clay to reclaim and wedge up now. Everything is drying. Got almost 2 shelves full of stuff. I just need to, what was I gonna do? Carve on those tumblers, and I don't remember what I was gonna do, so that's annoying. Hopefully it comes to me. And then I had a friend tell me something very sweet the other day, and I just want to make a little sign, like my little by little sign behind my wheel to hang up in here and remember as encouragement. So yeah, just finishing up things today, and that's my week. So I'll say goodbye now, but I'm sure there's more to share. Thank you for joining in on this week of adventures. A big one for me, career-wise, and I'm just really feeling like I'm on the right path, which is a nice feeling. So I hope wherever you are, whatever you're doing, that you are feeling the same. And if not, now, very soon. I'll see you next week for some firing, glazing, and getting this spring collection ready to go.